one of the things that nobody really ever questions, and I have questioned in the past, is that if mask wearing prevents the spread of COVID, how come January happened? Because we were wearing masks in January, we were wearing masks in December. They brought mask wearing in as a compulsory thing, I think back in the sort of late summer. And so clearly the wearing of masks either doesn't work in stopping the spread of COVID, or the spread of COVID was happening in places where people were not wearing masks. But what we know...
You're doing it again, you're applying reason to dogma. The answer to that, of course, if we hadn't been wearing masks, it would have been even worse.
Oh, of course, yes. There we are.
There is an answer to everything in dogma. You're never wrong. And so, however sensible the answer you come up with, and you think, well, this will really fox them. They really won't have it. They always do have an answer because it's a completely circular system.
Yes.
And everything comes back to the same thing. This was the lockdown was right and justified. Mask wearing was correct. The whole spread of fear and panic was a good thing, and we would have been much worse off without it. And that's the end of it. And if an inquiry ever is held, I'm terribly sorry to inform you that is the outcome that will follow. It's as if the Iraq War had happened, and the inquiry after it said it was a triumph. That is the nature of the manipulation of public opinion.
It's actually an interesting point you make there, because I'd forgotten actually that one of the things that Tony Blair always said was, well, what would have happened if we hadn't gone in?
Yes.
And you go, well, I don't know. What do you think would have happened?
Well, he, of course, was of the opinion that Saddam was a sort of Hitler figure and had to be defeated, otherwise he would have taken over the world with his marching legions. I don't, I exaggerate slightly,
yeah.
But fundamentally the portrayal of foreign leaders of despotic countries as new Hitlers or new Mussolinis or whatever it happens to be is what they always do. And if you object to this, then you're told that you're an appeaser and that you're a defeatist and that you're exposing the country to danger. In the last occasion on which this fell apart was Iraq, which I think still most people do understand was a serious mistake. But subsequent catastrophes of the same kind, notably the Libyan one, the culprit of that, David Cameron, still lives completely untouched. People are much more worried about his activities with Greensill than they are about the fact that he and President Sarkozy engaged in this mad adventure, which did limitless damage both to Libya and the rest of the world.
Right.
And it's never even examined. And sooner or later, I think it will probably come about with the kind of people we now have running so much of our media and our universities, that the Iraq War will quietly turn out to be a success as well.